Hey, everybody, I hope you're all doing well. We had a busy and a productive week back in Washington, D.C., and I just want to take a moment, walk you through some of the stuff that we worked on for the last couple days. First up, few resources are as vital to Florida as our estuaries. This is our way of life. These ecosystems support wildlife, they strengthen our economies. They're simply a part of our everyday, day to day of what we do boating, fishing, sitting on our dock, eating at a restaurant out there on the water. They're just part of what we like to do as Floridians and certainly as people on the Treasure Coast. That's why I co sponsored the Estuaries Act. Now, I'm proud to share that it passed the House this week. This legislation, it reauthorizes the National Estuary Program and extends funding through fiscal year 2031 to continue protecting and restoring America's estuaries, which is exactly what has had to happen to our local estuaries because of that disgusting toxic water that gets dumped out of Lake Okeechobee into our backyard. Now, through this program, the Environmental Protection Agency partners with states and local governments and regional water authorities, nonprofits, community organizations to tackle real world challenges like water pollution and habitat loss and declining wildlife populations and protecting our communities and the livelihoods that depend on healthy waterways. I'm going to continue fighting to make sure our estuaries receive the support that they deserve. The current EPA Secretary, Lee Zeldin, he's a close friend of mine. We used to sit together on foreign affairs and other committees, and we've spoke about this very directly. I think he's going to come down and visit our estuaries personally. We spoke about that as well. So this is something that he's aware of, something that's very close to my heart. I was very, very, very proud to see it pass and see it move forward. I want to switch gears here. I also introduced something known as the Ceasing Age-Based Trucking Restrictions, or we called it the CAB Act, to keep our supply chain and our goods and our everything moving and to keep American workers on the road, but put American workers first. That's why we introduced this. So right now, to educate you a little bit on this, federal law prevents capable, licensed 18 to 20-year-old truck drivers from working across state lines. Now, even if they're already legally driving commercial trucks within our home state, this doesn't make sense. They can't go from driving around our community to taking something all the way up I-95 or all the way up the turnpike and heading into Georgia. They can't do that. It's just nonsensical. And it creates unnecessary barriers for young Americans looking for great paying jobs while companies hire foreign labor who can't even speak English, who end up killing people in our own backyard, like in Fort Pierce. That's something that should all make us scratch our heads. The CAB Act removes this outdated restriction. It expands the pool of qualified drivers without compromising safety. If a young driver is trusted to operate a commercial vehicle in their state, meaning they've passed all of their certifications, their written exams, and their driving exams, and everything else, they shouldn't be deterred by federal technicality saying they can't drive across state lines. This is a common sense fix that opens doors for American workers. So I want to highlight one final piece of legislation, and it's about honoring those who make the ultimate sacrifice in service to our communities. Back in May, I was honored to join President Trump in the Oval Office as we recognized the first recipients of what will be known as the Medal of Sacrifice. 3 fallen Palm Beach County deputies gave their lives in the line of duty, and their bravery and their sacrifice, it will never be forgotten. And we're going to make sure that it's never forgotten by our entire nation. Building on that moment, this week we passed something known as the Medal of Sacrifice Act. It passed through the Judiciary Committee, the last step needed before it can go to the floor of the House for a vote. Now, this legislation, it formally authorizes President Trump to award an official medal to local, state, and federal law enforcement officers and first responders who are killed in the line of duty. It's a meaningful way to honor our fallen heroes and show their families that our nation will always remember their sacrifice. This was an idea that came to the president and I and some other friends as we were at the memorial for those 3 fallen Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies. And so this idea was born, and the president told me, Brian, get that done. And we went to work on it, and as I said, we awarded the first 3. This is to enshrine that into law so that all fallen law enforcement officers or all fallen firefighters across the country will be recognized by the president in this same way, showing what a grateful nation we are for that service and for that sacrifice very specifically. So in that, I just want to tell you, as always, it is an honor to serve you. It's an honor to fight for our policies that strengthen our communities, support American workers, support our country, honor those who protected us. I look forward to seeing you all around the district soon, seeing you all around home. I hope that you all have the best Christmas, the best New Year's. I hope it's your best one so far. And you all take care. Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I will be back on YouTube with more exclusive content, so stay tuned.